This video is brought to you by Dr. Kristen R. Bromley's Guitar Method Book Series and Online Music Academy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. It's such a pleasure to be here helping you with playing the guitar. In this video, I'm going to go over another strumming pattern that works really well for 4/4 time, and that includes a bass note pluck worked in with the down-up strumming. So it's going to be great. Of course, after I've introduced this strumming pattern and we've worked on it a little bit together, we'll jam together on a couple chord progressions with the band. So you, me, and the band will jam on a couple chord progressions using this strumming pattern. It's going to be great. This video accompanies Lesson 14 from my Chords and Harmony Books 1 and 2 method book. This is strumming pattern letter M, found on page 88. We're going to be on pages 88 and 89 with this video as we work on this new strumming pattern. So let's go ahead and dive in. I got the B here with the bass note pluck on that first quarter note of the measure, and then it's just down, up, down, up, down, up. Now, what's really neat with bass note plucks is that we can actually insert them with strumming patterns we might already be familiar with in place of a down strum, most typically in place of a down strum that falls on the beat, especially, for example, on, say, beats 1 and 3 in a measure of 4/4 time. Those are great places to insert them. You could insert it other places if you wanted to as well. But we've done a lot with the down, down, up, down, up, down, up strumming pattern thus far in the lesson series. So that will be familiar to us, but now instead of doing a down strum on that first, what would be a down strum there on beat 1, we're going to do a bass note pluck. So bass, down, up, down, up, down, up, bass, down, up, down, up, down, up. And as I mute the strings, I'm just grabbing that low 6 string. And that's something you can do. You can actually just mute those strings and practice the strumming pattern and practice hitting the different bass strings. So the bass strings on the guitar are strings 4, 5, and 6. I was hitting string 6 there. So bass, down, up, down, up, down, up, just like that. But you could also practice catching the 5th string with this strumming pattern. And you can practice catching the 4th string. Same thing. Then start working it in with the chords. Now, in review, we've done some work with this with the finger plucking, and in the last couple of videos where we were also working on strumming patterns where we had the bass note pluck. But with finding that bass note that we're going to be plucking out for any of the E chords, E minor, and E7, you'll probably remember that our low E string is an E pitch, right? So that's why it's a low E string. So that low 6 string, that open string, that's the one we're going to use for any of our E chords. The 5th string is an A, so any of our A chords, A minor, A7, we're going to use that open 5th string. And then for any of our D chords, we're going to use the open 4th string because that's a D. So D minor, D7, any of those, we're going to use that 4th string. For the rest of the chords that we play, it's the lowest string that we have a finger on. So for the G chord, for example, that's that low 6th string. That's the lowest one I have a finger on. For C, it's the 5th string. For B7, it's the 5th string. For F, it would depend on if you're playing those top 4 strings or all 6. But whichever way, you're going to catch that bass note. So that's how it works. Now we're going to be jamming through a lot of different chords with the 2 progressions that we're going to be doing there on pages 88 and 89. Let's just practice this a little bit and kind of warm up with G, measure of G, measure of C, a measure of D7, and come back to G. So we can just work that a little bit together with this strumming pattern. So one measure of each, we'll pluck with that G chord. We're going to be plucking the low 6th string. So bass, down, up, down, up, down, up. Then we go to the C chord, it'll be that 5th string. And then we go to the D7, it's going to be that 4th string. And then we'll come back to the G. So if we did that, 1, 2, ready, and... do it again. And you can practice that at different tempos. I was using even 8th notes with the strumming part there. You could also use swung 8th notes. So it'd be like 1, 2, ready, and... So that's how that works. works. So now we're going to go ahead and jam together on a couple chord progressions. And these should be familiar if you've been going through the lesson series because we've used them before. But we're going to be on pages 88 and 89. We'll first do number 6 and then we'll do number 7. So with number 6 there, towards the bottom of page 88, that one we're going to do 6 times. We'll do that repeat. See the repeat sign there? We'll do that 6 times. So we'll play through that G, C, G, D7 6 times. And we'll do it at 2 different tempos. So we'll start at a slower tempo, and then we'll do it at a faster tempo. If the slower tempo is still too fast for you, then just work on it and get it faster and faster and faster until you can play it right along with me and the band. And then we'll do number 7, same thing. First at a slower tempo, and then at a faster tempo. Okay, it's going to be great. Let's go ahead and jam together on these. Alright, fantastic. I hope you're having fun with this. Strumming is so important to playing the guitar. In the next video, we're going to work on strumming pattern letter N there on page 88. So it'll be great. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And be sure to check out more great content. You can find more information about me and my products at KristenBromley.com. Take care.